Hello everyone, Baccarat James here for the Baccarat 1-2 knockout system, and I have to tell you this is my best system so far, and it's absolutely free. So come and join me, watch as you go along and learn. If you have any questions, put it in the description below. And I'll also be playing live stream. I'm going to casinos and seeing if they'll let me play live stream, then I'll do that. So please pay attention because we could possibly make a lot of money. I'm looking for partners that want to come in with me and play live all the time. Hey, you're more than welcome to get a hold of me in the description below, baccaratbeast@gmail.com. But remember, this is not financial or gambling advice. Let's get into it and let's learn. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to get right into it. Carry on where we left off, the last shoe. And it's a 2-unit bet. Mark this down because I'm going to be marking them on a sheet now. We're in episode 11. You guys should know how to track now. I'll tell you the bets, all right? I'll tell you the bets and the juice, and we'll add it on one by one. I'm getting organized here because I was just doing it on the computer, but it takes too long, right? So I'll tell you what to bet. The next bet is 2. We'll come back to the sheet after the shoe, okay? We'll see how much shorter this makes this shoe. So it's 1-1, and the next bet is 2. And what's the juice again? I have to mark that down. I wasn't ready for this. 230, okay? 230. So if I forget some juice, well, Whitney beat me, right? I have no idea. All right. That's if I forget. Most times I won't forget, though. Let's see. Make sure that the cog is on double speed here. I don't think it is. It might not be. No, it's not. I have to speed this up, guys. I'm going to have to redo this because it's right over my head here. And I can't get on the cog here. I'm going to have to redo it, the whole thing. Alrighty then. Stop there. Okay, we got to remember to cut that part out. Got to remember to cut that part out. Okay. So we're starting back on episode 11, and we're going to get right into it. Let's take a look at the tracking sheet from 10, okay? And it's a 2-unit bet. So we'll make a 2-unit bet on whatever comes out first and carry on from there. And it was 1-1, and the juice was 230. So we got 1-1, and the bet is 2. Next bet is 2. So we bet 2 on the player. And I'm not going to be showing you the tracking sheet anymore, guys. That was a tie. Until the end of the shoe. Okay, you saw it just there at the beginning. It was 1-1 with a 2-unit bet. We lose a 2-unit bet. Your tracking sheet should look like 1-1-2. And the next bet is 1 unit on the player. And it wins. Circle that. Take that out. No juice. Next bet is 2 units on the bank. And that wins. So knock that off and you're left with a 1. So a 1 unit on, hang on, we got to do the juice here. So the juice is up to 232, right? That loses the 1 unit. So your tracking should look like a 1 and a 1. And you bet 1 unit on the bank, continuing with the run. You can do a lot of shoes this way, a lot easier. Tie hand. And like I say, I'll show you at the end, and I'll tell you exactly how we're going here. This is actually kind of neat because now we can really start the pedal hits the metal here. So the next bet, well, hang on, we lost that one, right? So that's a 1-1-1, right? And we win that bet. So mark 1 off, and the next bet is a 2-unit bet. Not yet, not yet. Wait till it goes 1 more player or back to bank. I'm going to try and keep this going as fast as I can. And you guys will get the gist of it the more that you watch it, okay? You got to pay attention. This is not, we're not screwing around here anymore. We gave 10 lessons where I basically showed everything those first 10 lessons, right? When it comes to gaps and stuff. So either goes to player, we bet the player 1 unit, and your tracking sheet should look like 1 and a 1. And we're down to betting 1 unit. Okay, we bet 1 unit on the player here, 1 unit on the player. And that's a tie. Once again, 1 unit on the player. Yeah, we can rip through a lot of these. And that wins. All right, no juice. So now you should be just showing a 1 on your tracking sheet. Bet 1 unit more on the player. And it wins. Okay, so you clear your slate. Your juice is at 232, right? Keep on betting that player. And your highest plateau goes up if and only if. No, it didn't. That was a 1. What was our highest plateau? For that reason, I will go back and look because I did not write it down. 19. Okay, we're up 19 units, but don't forget we're down over 11 units on the juice. So we're only up 8 units after like, what, 10, 11 hours? But hey, if you're betting, say, 25 bucks a unit, that's 250 bucks right there, tax-free, right? So that's if you played every hour. All right, so we lose there. There should be a 1 on your tracking sheet. We bet 1 unit on the bank. Let's see what happens. 1 unit on the bank. And that wins. So mark up your juice. 1 more on the juice. And your tracking sheet should be cleared. And this does kick in, okay, guys? But then it'll suck. It'll really suck sometimes, right? But remember the net 10 rule, that gets me out of trouble so many times. And yeah, I've gone in the first 10 minutes. Like this morning I went in, I could not lose. I won 10 units, got the heck out, right? Okay, 1 unit on the player. But I've gone in and lost 10 just like that. And I stuck around. And guess what happened? I got slaughtered. That's how you get slaughtered. So I picked 10. So there should be 1 on your tracking sheet. Okay. We bet the chop there. That wins. So negate that. We bet the chop again. It's only when there's a stop gap there that things get a little bit. Hang on. Did we win there? We lost. We won. Right? Yeah. We lost. We won. And then we won again. We just won, didn't we? So I got to mark 1 on the juice. Right? And our highest plateau was, oh God, I forgot, 18. HP was 19. So the HP is now 20. Okay. Mark that up. HP is 20. All right. And 1 on the player. If I screwed it up, I screwed it up. So what? If it's $100 and we got 100,000, is that going to make a difference? Okay, that wins. So the HP goes up to 21. And we bet the bank. And we lose. So there should be a 1 on your tracking sheet. 1 only. And we wait. Okay. Now the juice is up to 234. 234. When it goes back to bank, we bet the bank because there is no singleton gaps there. No single gaps. And like I say, feel free to ask me questions in the comments below or baccaratbeast@gmail.com. So, all right. We bet the bank here. And we lose 1 unit. So there should be 2 units there on your tracking sheet. Now we go for a double chop because of that stopgap there in column 25. So we lose there. 3. You should have 3 1s there. We wait. Just wait for it to go back to bank and we bet the chop. We've got to give it 2 tries. Okay. I'm probably not explaining the stopgap very well, but I understand it totally. You know, you have to lose twice when you're in a certain position to switch, right? Like at the beginning, if you had 2 players and then followed by a bank, then you would bet the bank, right? Or if it's 2 players followed by a bank followed by a player, you don't know where it was cut off before that, right? 1 more player we bet, 1 more bank we bet, next bet we'll bet, unless it's a tie. Okay, it went to the bank, and we're going to bet the player 1 unit. And your tracking sheet should show 3 1s on it, 3 minus 1s. And we're going to player. And that's a tie. Yeah, I can knock these sheets up pretty quick here. So that's good because it gives me more time to play in retirement. But you do get burnt out playing too. So that you should have 4 1s there, especially when you're losing and grinding and trying to get it back. It's job. I mean, it's not hard. It is not hard. It's just how much stress can you handle? I mean, is it stressful? It shouldn't be stressful. I enjoy the hell out of this, the heck out of this. HE double hockey sticks, okay? I enjoy it a lot. And hey, that's a good hobby. I'm not losing money. Most hobbies cost money. This hobby makes you money if you're lucky enough. You don't have to worry about Uber or side hustle. You come and go what you want. I go and play at 3 in the morning sometimes. Okay, 1 unit on the player here, and it wins. Okay, exit out. Should be 3 1s, and next bet is 2. But we wait for it to come back to bank. We lost the 2 in a row, so we switch to the solids. Stripes would be the chop on row 1. Solids would be a run. So, but you also have runs on row 1 because it chops a lot. So that's a kind of a misnomer. Am I saying that right? All right. So we go back to bank. We start in again. 2 units on the bank. 2 units on the bank. And don't forget, if it wins, we got to juice it up. And it wins. All right. So you knock off 2. Your next bet will be 1. The juice is 2 more. We're up to 236. Just wait. Wait for it to go to player. You should be showing a 1. And your highest plateau is 21. And your juice is 236. That's what it should be showing. And your next bet is 1. We only want to get even now, right? So why am I showing this for free? Well, I'm looking for sponsors, and I'm also looking for people to come in with me so that we can reserve the table, bet the system, and start betting it up bigger, right? No smoking, no bullshit. If we want to allow other people in, we can. We stream, right? We make money that way, if possible. We get more people into the casino. It's really a no-brainer, but it could cost us, right? The minimum buy-in is 10 grand. So email me. We're betting what? 1 unit on the player here to try to get even. Not looking good. We lose there. So we bet 1 unit on the bank because there was that gap. So you got a 1 and a 1 on your tracking sheet. 1 unit on the bank here. Nope. You got a 1 and a 1 and a 1. So now we switch to the chop. We switch to the stripes, I like to call it now. Change up the vernacular. We lose there. So you should have 4 1s there, right? 4 1s. That happens. We could lose the 10 in a row right here. Boom. And we'd be gone. Our day is done, right? But I'm just trying to show you what happens or what could happen. I don't know if we keep on keeping on type thing, right? I don't know why I come up with this old song lyrics. Actually, they just stick in my craw, I guess. What can I say? So wait for 1 more player. We're going to make a bet no matter what, unless it's a tie. 4 for the player. Okay, we want the player to continue now, so we bet the player 1 unit. 1 unit on the player. Remember, no juice. Come on, player. Ooh, hits it strong. Okay, exit that out. 2 unit bet. 2 unit bet on the player. No juice. Oh, natural. Look at that. Okay, we're only down to 1 more unit. 1 unit should be on your tracking sheet. That's it. And you don't want to get into these vertical runs, right? Okay, we lose. They get us out of trouble a lot. They do, honestly. So this would be a bank bet. It loses. So you should be showing 3 1s on your tracking sheet. This would be a bank bet. We bet the chop because of that long gap there, the stop gap. That wins. We circle 1 of the 1s. Don't forget the juice. Add the juice. And the next bet will be 2 units on the player. And that looks really strong. So our tracking sheet is down. Now we can go with our highest plateau. 1 unit on the bank if this wins. And if it does, nope, it does not. So you 1 unit on your tracking sheet. We had cleared the slate. And I know I'm talking faster, but you guys, I hope, are following this because to me it's quite the system. Actually, I don't know of any other system that is better than this right now. Okay, all of my other systems, they were good, My super system, I love my super system, but then the money management, it sucked, right? If I can take this money management and put it over there, maybe we can do that as well, the super system. Wouldn't that be interesting, right? But then you'd have to have all these bets going in every line and everything. Oh, could just get really convoluted. Okay, a couple more and we can get back in. Is it going to go back over, what, 6, 7, 8? Is it going to go to 9? What a good German girl said, nope. Okay, 1 unit on the player here, and we are showing 1 on the tracking sheet. 1 unit on the player. And that 1, right? So exit that out. 1 unit on the bank now. That wins. Our highest plateau goes up. We add 1 to the juice. Highest plateau is 22 now. 1 unit on the player. I just look away for a second and all these hands are running. We win there. Highest plateau is 23. The juice should be up to 38 now, right? 238, I should say. Did we get a couple more wins? I don't even know. I think we just won there, right? 1 more on the juice, 1 more on the HP, 24. We bet the player that wins. Highest plateau is 25 now. Bet the bank. Oh, I thought we had that one. Should have a 1 on your tracking sheet. Just a 1 on the tracking sheet now. All right, we go to player now. Go to player now. See what happens. 1 unit on the player. Nope, nope. Okay, so we switch to this to the solids rather than the stripes, right? Once it gets going in the next column, we hit the solids, which is a run, vertical run. And your tracking sheet should be showing a 1 and a 1. Am I in there? 1 and a 1. All right, there goes that shoe, guys. So, wow, let's take a look-see at our tracking sheet, right? Stop that. All right, it went back to the beginning. Let's take a look at the tracking sheet. Our juice is at 239. Okay, 239. Now we want to see, the reason why I'm keeping the juice, I want to show you if we can get through the 1,000 shoes, which might take me a heck of a long time. This could be, if I could do 3 or 4 a day, and quite frankly, this one took like 16 minutes compared to 30, 40 minutes, okay? So that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So the highest plateau climbed quite a bit there, right? 25. Not bad. Not bad. And the tracking sheet should show a 1 and a 1. The next bet will be a 1. All right, when we come back to shoot. This was shoot for virtual bet 11. This was 11. I forget to change that every time. Oh, well. I do a lot of the little things that I forget, right? You get older, you forget. So we're going to continue in the next shoe on episode 12. 1 unit bet. The juice is 239. The HP is 25. We're up 25 units, less 10, 12 units. We're up 13 units. You might be saying, well, after 10 shoes, you're up 1 unit a shoe. Big whoop, big whoop. If you could be betting $1,000 or $10,000 a hand, it would be a big whoop. It really would. You know, even betting quarters, I'm up almost $300. Now, do I expect to lose? Yeah, I expect to get my ass kicked soon, right? It will happen. It can happen. But here's the thing. If it does keep going, who says that you can't get lucky too? Who says that you can't grind it out? Nobody, right? Anyway, I digress. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in episode 12, I hope. Remember, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, ring the bell. Appreciate it. All right. Baccarat James over and out. Thank you.